Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have the 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. This vehicle competes against the Ford Expedition, also the Chevy Tahoe, and the Dodge Durango. So my question for today's video is this just a modern dinosaur? That's what we're here to find out. So starting off under the hood of the Toyota Sequoia, this is a 5.7 liter V8. It makes 381 horsepower, 401 foot-pounds of torque. It's paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. General Motors, Ford, they paired their bigger size vehicles with a 10-speed transmission. So Toyota's kind of behind in the gears. This also can tow 7,100 pounds with a payload of 1,300 pounds. So we're gonna take a look at the front fascia of the Sequoia. So in the front fascia of the Sequoia, starting with this exterior color, this is an army green. You also have full LED lights here. You also have an LED daytime running light with an LED turn signal. You also have LED automatic high beam with these LED headlights here. You also have these fog lights here brought to you by Rigid. You also have front parking sensors. You also have this black grille with your Toyota name spelled out. You also have your front radar sensoring for your adaptive cruise control, emergency braking, that's standard with Toyota's safety sense. You also have this big hood bolt here. But overall, we're gonna take a look at the side profile of the Sequoia. So on the side profile of the Toyota Sequoia, starting with these wheels, these are a 275/65 Michelin tire. They're wrapped in an 18-inch rim. You also have 4 disc brakes, actually like the multi-spoke finish here. You also have red TRD shocks. And I forgot to mention, you also have a skid plate. You also have your TRD Pro badging here. You also have these side steps, which are spray-on. Your wheelbase is 122 with an overall length of 205. You also have, my particular Tesla also have a sunroof with these black rails here. Maybe you guys live close by a beach. If you guys want to carry bike or more additional equipment, you guys can definitely do so. But overall, we're going to take a look at the rear of the Sequoia. So at the rear of the Sequoia, starting with these taillights, they're going to be a full incandescent setup. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why Toyota didn't go with the full LED design like they did in the front fascia. You also have this rear blade here to keep that rear glass clean. You also have your Toyota emblem with your Sequoia name spelled out. You also have these 2 buttons here to lower down that rear glass. Toyota's the only manufacturer that still does the rear glass opener to, I guess, let more additional air into the cabin and so forth. You also have your TRD Pro badging here. You also have rear parking sensors with a single tip exhaust. Some of the competitors will give you a dual exhaust. You also have your hitch receiver here with your connectors. You can also tow 7,100 pounds, like I mentioned, with a payload of 1,300 pounds. You open up the tailgate back here. With all seats folded up, looking around 18.9 cubic feet of space. And unfortunately, when you want to let down the seats, you have to click this little button here to lower them down. And we let all seats down, you get 120 cubic feet of space. So that's the same capacity as the Ford Expedition Max and also the Chevy Suburban. So I have the key fob for the 2020 Toyota Sequoia. You also have the same corporate Toyota key fob. You also have your lock, unlock, tailgate release, and also have your panic button. So welcome to the Sequoia. After this beautiful exterior color, the army green, you can press these 2 little ridges here to lock the door. And Toyota does a sensor behind the door. Open up this interior here. It's going to be a black interior, but you also have some red stitching and red piping. Also, I actually like the TDR Pro badging here in the actual headrest itself. Your materials here on your door are going to be hard touch plastic. You also have this black painted door handle here with this silver look like finished trim. It's only express up, express down for the driver and passenger. You also have your lock controls here. And also you can lock your mirrors from here. You also have that JBL sound system. I actually heard it before I started recording. That sound system sounds amazing. You also have 2 cup holders here with no additional storage. This ashtray here, so if you guys are smokers, you guys can just dump your ashes in here. You also have this portion here to rest your elbows, which is hard. You also have your mirror controls here with your light controls. If you guys will open the door at night, the lights will come on. For example, if I switch it on, you guys can see the lights are on. If you turn it off here, you turn the lights off. You also have this little storage here to probably put some coins. You have your tailgate release here with your automatic high beam light switches here. You also have your brake hold down here with your hood latch, your brake and your accelerator pedals here. It's going to be a manual telescoping wheel. You also have these grab handles here with these running boards. So getting into the Sequoia here, closing the door. To activate, to start up the Sequoia, put your foot on the brake, the start button here. Starting with the upper part of your dashboard here, it's going to be a hard touch plastic. I wish Toyota would have probably did a leather. I think if you go for the platinum trim, you might get some leather on the upper part of your dashboard here. The steering wheel has a nice leather up steering wheel. You also have your lane keep assist, your forward collision warning. You also have your volume. You also have your phone controls here. You also have this mode here to cycle through your radio presets. You also have your van controls. You also can cycle through the LCD display from this pad over here. As you can see, it tells you your tank average, which is 10.7. You also have your trip distance. You also have your range. You also have your time unit rest. You can also switch over to different functions like your navigation. You also have your radio, or if you connect your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you could see what's playing on the radio through here. You also have your lane keep assist, just your normal Toyota safety sense equipment, which is emergency braking, lane keep assist, etc. So it's very good safety sense. Departure warning, also front collision warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. Like I mentioned, just the safety, your normal safety sense with Toyota. Let's have your Toyota emblem here. I actually like the steering wheel. It has a lot going on here, but I actually like it a lot. Let's have your hazard switch here with some chrome accent around your air vents here. Let's have this function here to let down the rear glass right there, like I mentioned. And you also click it back up to open it. Toyota's the only manufacturer that's probably still doing that, or maybe besides Lexus, but remember Toyota and Lexus are the same thing. You also have your stability control here with your parking sensors. You can turn it on and off. You also have a tow haul mode, your rear you can lock your rear differentials and etc. You also have more storage down here. You also have the shifter here, put the Sequoia into reverse. You have this backup camera, no trajectory, but you also have your parking sensors because this is a massive vehicle. Put it down here to sport. You also have 6 speeds, like I mentioned. Some of the competitors offer a 10-speed transmission, 8-speed, or a 9-speed transmission in this lineup here. You also have some additional storage here with more cup holders. You also have this little storage here. You can probably hide something down there. Not sure what you put. You also have 3 USBs up here, 2 fast charging, just a standard USB. You also have a 12-volt here. You also have heated seats. I'm not sure why Toyota didn't put cool seats, but I think maybe on the Platinum they may offer cool seats. But you guys can just comment down below if they do. I was reading the actual owner's manual. This says that this is an 8-inch display. To me, it looks more like a 6 to 7-inch display, but thank God Toyota they actually offered the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for 2020. You also have these tiny volume and tuning knobs here going to your embedded navigation here. It's like a TomTom navigation, very, very snappy. It's Toyota's head unit, which is very, very good. I don't think it to be very light. You also have these big knobs here for your dual climate control. Down here, like I mentioned, this is just hard touch plastic on the part of your dashboard. Open this little lever here. You also have 2-level glove box. Decent amount of storage, but maybe in the Expedition, I think it's a tad bigger. Your glove box here is damped and it's not like what felt. You can put your owner's manual and different things like that. The seats in here are very, very comfortable. They hold you in place and not aggressively bolstered. Your center console is nice and padded. This is a massive center console. I think it's honestly, I really think it's bigger than the Expedition that I viewed a couple of months ago, or probably like a month or 2 ago. That's how this center tray here that I would probably definitely take out because this thing gets in the way, honestly. We also have a 12-volt inside here that gets in the way here. You also have this standard size sunroof. I wish Toyota would have offered a panel sunroof. Maybe in the near future when they do when they redesign this thing, maybe they definitely should do that. You also have SOS in here. You also have the function to open that sunroof. You also have a sunglass holder here, and it's going to be incandescent lighting throughout the whole entire cabin. But overall, we're going to take a look at the back seat of the Toyota Sequoia. So getting to the second row of the Toyota Sequoia, the door opens nice and full. You also have these grab handles here and these running boards to get inside the vehicle. If you're a short person like myself, closing the door. Door has a nice solid slam to it. The materials back here are going to be hard touch plastic. You also have this plastic door handle here. You also have this full like silver trim here. You also have 2 map pockets. You also have tri-zone climate control. You also have a 12-volt here. You also have controls with your vents are going to be on the ceiling. Pull this down here, you're going to have additional cup holders. The floor here is nice and flat. You also can option in a center console. Actually, like the captain's chairs, you can also slide back and forth. And the seats in here feel amazing when you go back and like back and forth like in the other competitors. The seat is kind of harsh. You have to put a lot of force into it. I wish Toyota would have offered a panel sunroof, maybe in the near future, because I know Toyota is definitely going to be updating the Sequoia, because like I mentioned before, this is definitely a modern dinosaur. But overall, we're going to take a look at the third row of the Sequoia. So to access the third row of the Sequoia, you just put this little handle here, and the seats will hydraulically slide forward. And they feel so easy to push forward. Getting back here, I'm going to sit to the left side of the vehicle. The materials back here are going to be hard touch plastic. You also have this control here to recline the seat. It does kind of cut into the actual cargo itself. You also have 4 cup holders back here with an additional storage here on the side. The floor back here is nice and flat because it also has an independent rear suspension. But overall, we're going to take the Sequoia out and see how it actually performs. So starting off in the 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. This has the 5.7 liter V8. It makes 381 horsepower, 401 foot-pounds of torque. The ride quality here is very, very nice. Doesn't feel stiff. Compared to the Ford Expedition, the Tahoe, those vehicles I drove before, this one feels a little lighter, and it feels way bigger, honestly. I feel like I have more in the back, even though this rides on the same platform as the Tundra. It also has Toyota Safety Sense, emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, just your safety standard equipment that you would probably like in a modern day car. Fuel economy is going to be rated 17 in the city, 13 on the highway. Regular gas is recommended. And this can tow 7,100 pounds with a payload of 1,300 pounds. And this also has a 6-speed automatic transmission. The other competitors like Ford, General Motors, they offer a 10-speed. So Toyota's kind of behind when it comes to actual gears itself, but the 6-speed automatic transmission is still a good transmission. The limited slip differential. You also have skid plates in the front, like I mentioned. It also has the red badging of the TRD Pro. You also definitely take this off-road. You can take it over rock climbing, etc. Camping, you want to go fishing, etc. This thing can go any and everywhere, because you also have the TRD Pro model, so it's off-road oriented. The off-road suspension, I can't test that because we're in Florida. We don't actually have gravel road and all that kind of stuff. We just have swamp, so I can't really test that. I'm not gonna mess up a $60,000 plus truck just to go off-road. But normally, if you gotta stay in another state, so forth, you can definitely take this thing off-roading. View out of the front, view out of the rear is good. These side mirrors here are very big, so you can definitely see what's coming on the side of you. I don't have any blind spots in here, but like I mentioned, the Sequoia has a very, very nice ride suspension. So the other engine choice before this one was a 4.6, but then Toyota gave this one a 5.7. No longer gonna make the 4.6, so you're just gonna have a standard 5.7. But in the near future, Toyota might end up giving this thing a hybrid system or maybe electrification. So you just never know with these companies nowadays. So this is the same motor from the Toyota Tundra. The 4.6 is not going to be available anymore, just the 5.7. Same thing with the Sequoia, just the 5.7 is going to be available. So after spending time with the 2020 Toyota TRD Pro, the question I asked in the beginning of the video, is this a modern dinosaur? The answer is yes. I'm going to give you some reasons why I think that is modern, and also why I still think that it's a dinosaur. Starting with modern, because it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto standard for 2020. It also has a new display with LED lights. And the other reasons why I'm going to say that it's a dinosaur, because it still has that 5.7 liter V8 engine. Other competitors have went with a turbocharged 4 cylinders and also with a V6. And then also it has a 6-speed automatic transmission. The other competitors, like I mentioned, like Ford and also General Motors, they actually went with a 10-speed, definitely behind in the gears. I would like to give a special thanks to Wilford for providing with the vehicle. If you're in the market for a Toyota Sequoia, you can come to South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. And this is my full overview on the 2020 Toyota Sequoia. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Driver Reviews, and also turn on post notifications. And keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I would like to say Merry Christmas from my family to yours, and Happy Holidays. I'll catch you all in the next video.